Be getting everything together. Peace and blessings. This is Karev from Heritage Hip Hop. Can you hear me? Am I on? All right, everybody. Look, we going setting everything up today so we can have our sit down with Sonsu, aka Buda Monk, a desert set. We're gonna talk some Brick City hip hop history today. So right about now, what it's all about is making sure everyone subscribes. Everybody hit the like button, share, comment, like. We're gonna talk some Brick City hip hop history today. I don't have any moderators, so if I get quiet, um, that's just me typing and trying to get everything going on while we get situated. You know what I'm saying? What's going on right now is we still want to talk about where we're at when it comes to New Jersey hip hop history, Brick City, its place, the stories, because that's what heritage hip hop was built for. It's like, who's going to tell our story better than us? And it's time to move past what people call being bitter or being jaded. It's now about taking control of the narrative so people can't say anything about what Brick City is, what heritage hip hop is. I mean, we just got to be who we say we are. We got to step up to the plate and give the world what it wants, what it's been asking for. And tonight, I have Sun Tzu, aka Buddha Monk of Desert Set. Now, if you don't know who Desert Set is, tonight's going to be a treat for you. And he just hit me up, so we're trying to get him in right now, so we can give him all the information he needs to get on. I'm just waiting for him to join, and we're going to start everything up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So once again, everybody, this is live. We here right now. Um, and we're trying to do even more when it comes to making sure Newark, New Jersey is well represented and we get to tell that story. So many crews came out of the bricks. So many people are from the bricks and they never had their stories told correctly. So I think it's about time that somebody took that information and put it out the right way. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to everybody that's in here. Make sure you leave a comment, like, subscribe, share. Please subscribe and share, share, share. Let's run these numbers up so we know exactly what to do, how to do it. You know what I mean? Like, we really trying to build this platform that represents us and our people the right way. You know what I mean? So shout out to A Squad Rebel Radio. Shout out to all the great shows and everything on A Squad. I want to say shout out to Goodfellas TV, recap with the Goodfellas. Subscribe to them on YouTube, both of those on YouTube. Shout out to We Are Jersey. Shout out to Lyrical Podcast. Shout out to my Building Better Brands family, the Black Podcast. We got If It Isn't Love Podcast. Shout out to Scorpion November. Shout out to Chris Ward of Build Better Brands. I'm shouting out everybody out there. Shout out to all the MCs I met. Shout out to Double O. Shout out to Sonsu. Shout out to Stan Ipkiss, Headphone Therapy. Shout out to Samaj Savage. All y'all out there. Shout out to MJ Hip Hop's Connect. If you anybody need a publicist, MJ is one of the best, if not the best publicist you can get to right now. Check her out at Hip Hop, MJ Hip Hop Connects with an X .com. Shout out to the Fleet DJs. I'm a member of the Fleet DJ family. Fleet DJ family, salute. Shout out to the Heat DJs. I'm also a member of the Heat DJ family, salute. So right now, we just waiting for Sun Tzu to come in. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if you're watching, everybody, please, if you're not subscribed to Heritage Hip Hop, please subscribe to Heritage Hip Hop. If you are subscribed, please comment, like, and share. They are changing the algorithms on on our platforms, y'all. So there's going to be different ways to stay relevant and how to monetize. So I want everybody out there to know that while everything's changing, we got to progress and change with it. I'm just waiting for Sonsu to get on. Uh-oh. I think we may have our guest on right now. Let's just get situated. Yep, he's coming in right now, everybody. So while he's getting situated, once again, share this, share this, share this, share this, share this. We are on live tonight. We are talking about Brick City hip hop. All right, we are going to talk about Brick City hip hop tonight. I got headphones on, so I make sure I can see and I can knock out some of the noise in the background, you know. Like I said, I'm trying to get everything situated right now. Salute, salute, salute. We got the audio connecting right now. If you haven't, heritagehiphop.com. Check out our website where we premiere music videos, playlists, do artist spotlights and showcases on there, live performances, and we do our podcast and we do our other show, the Mike Council, on the website. Subscribe. You could get merch. No, not yet. I hear you though. I hear.
All right, I got the start video slash okay, failed to start video. I think that's it.
We're waiting for it to come on. I'm gonna send you a start video request.
Start my video.
All right, we got something go up. No, it cut off. It went on and it cut right off.
Shit.
Do it one more time. I just sent you.
Start my video, right?
Yeah. It cut right back off.
That's it right there?
You want a computer?
Yeah, I want a laptop.
Yeah, does the laptop have a camera on it?
Yeah, it's right here.
It's not activating. It says ask to start video. When you push it, I see it turn off, and then turn on.
Post.
Yeah, it's blinking. It's not putting you in. You want to do it from your phone?
I guess, yeah. Let me see. That's crazy.
Try to get on from your phone while you're on the computer so I can hear your voice.
All right. Let me see. Launch meeting. All right. Zoom. All right. Okay. You sent me the link in Instagram, right?
Instagram and your text, yeah.
All right. Boom. All right.
Everybody else, while we getting that together, check out storefrontier.com/heritage hip hop. You can get merch, you can get hoodies, t-shirts, long sleeves, whatever you want for yourself, your lady, your baby. We got them there on storefrontier.com/heritage hip hop. So yeah, man, we working in.
Okay. I'm hitting the launch meeting joint.
Uh-huh. All right. We got some people chiming in.
I can see myself right now. Like the camera's on. I'm looking at it says Sinai YouTube video live.
Yeah, I don't know why I say Sinai. That's crazy. But you're on your phone now, because whenever I put you on the the Chromebook, it says start the thing, and it's not starting. I see that the camera is off, then it turns on, then it turns right back off. I can hear myself.
That's crazy. Too. Okay. Yeah, I can hear you clear and everything. All right, bro. Let me. Damn. And then my phone, I'm on the link you sent me. This is crazy.
You have Zoom downloaded to your phone?
Yeah.
All right. Firejaw said peace. What up, Firejaws? Let's see. Hold
on.
Asamat Harvell, peace. What's going on? Make sure you subscribe to Heritage Hip Hop if you haven't already.
Yo, that's desert. That's desert right there.
All right, shout out to Desert. Said, hey man, we waiting for you, man.
All right, yo, this is crazy. Eternity left me short no screen.
Like I
Okay,
said, yeah. While we getting this together, y'all. Thank y'all for joining us at Heritage Hip Hop Live tonight. We are trying to get the audios and the visuals to line up. We got the audio. Now we just got to get the visual together. Man. I keep hitting the ask to start video so you can get on. You know what I'm
okay.
saying?
I had to my phone. I had to download the Zoom on my phone. I thought I had it on the phone. It said it
It's
was
all good.
downloaded.
It's all good. It's all good. Look, man, we building the audience as we speak right now. While you doing that, everybody out there, please support Heritage Hip Hop by not only giving us your time, but giving us likes, shares, and let's build this platform to the best it can be. Heritage Hip Hop was not built for beats and rhymes. Heritage Hip Hop was built to celebrate the culture of hip hop, especially from New Jersey to the entire world. So shout out to Brick City, shout out to Hudson County, Essex County, Illtown, shout out to Ghost Town, shout out to South Jersey, shout out to the fake Central Jersey that doesn't really exist, but people made it. We represent all of you. You know what I'm saying? We represent the people who made it to the industry and the people who did not, and the people who are coming into the game right now.
Hey, bro, tell me what it says. My meeting ID.
Okay. Let's get that on. Let's get that on. Let's get that on. Your meeting ID is 837 2932
2932
6088.
6088. Okay, boom, join.
Let me know when you need the passcode.
Okay, passcode
204
204
299.
299. And I swear to God, I just did this. Allow, got it. Allow. Hey, join video, okay? I'm here.
You doing it on the computer again or your phone?
No, I'm on my phone now.
All right, because it didn't pop up yet.
It says connecting.
All right, cool.
Technology, yes, technology.
So technology is the best thing that ever happened to us. You know what I'm saying?
So,
all right, we gotta put your audio on. I cut the computer off, and my brother we gonna get his audio on the phone right now. I can't hear you because I cut the audio off. So when it comes on the phone, we're gonna put that on, and I'm gonna take the computer out. All right.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly.
All right, you can see me?
I can see you perfectly.
All right, I got you. I'm here.
All right, we're gonna put the Chromebook in the waiting room.
Yeah, word up.
All right, there we go, everybody. So we are live on Heritage Hip Hop tonight with my brother. Introduce yourself to the people.
What's good, y'all? This is Buda Monk, Desert Set, aka Sonsu, aka Monkey B, aka Ro. You already know, Little Joe's, Little Shills, New Community, NCP. What's good, baby?
Hey, man. I'm happy to get to talk to you again. This is your second time on Heritage Hip Hop, and it's always a pleasure to get to talk to people I respect, people I've heard about, learned about that help build hip hop culture. So I'm going to give you your flowers and roses today.
Thank you, brother.
In a way that we didn't in the interview before. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, brother. And I was taking off my clothes in the other interview, and shit was hot as hell there.
So let's go back to where it all started. Peace to As Is, yo. As Is gets a lot of respect from me right now because he's not even on that same road of putting people's names out. He's really about putting out the music. But because As Is challenged Eminem, people have been doing Brick City hip hop history, and we've been talking about the outsiders a lot.
Absolutely, my brothers.
As Is single-handedly made Pace One and Young Z become household names all over again.
Absolutely.
And his movement was so powerful. Slang Ton has been in conversations for 3 weeks on
Mm,
popular social media, and Slang Ton has been getting his respect that he's so much needed and deserved.
absolutely, yo. That was my brother.
My question to you starting this thing off is what was hip hop like in the bricks when the outsiders and Desert Set and the orphans and everybody was active? What was that vibe like in the city?
Yo, it was the city was on fire. That time and that era, that's like we talking like 95, like 94, 95, 96. Yo, Jersey was on fire. You know what I'm saying? Jersey was on fire. Redman was like the breakout artist from like Newark at that time, even though Queen Latifah was already doing anything. But the underground scene in Newark was crazy. It was on fire because a lot of like even like Lords of the Underground, niggas had features with niggas that you ain't really hear about until they got on features. Redman had people featured on his albums. The Lords had people like Sabi, people, Red had like the Outsiders featuring on some of his albums. The Outs was already doing a thing because they had a situation with what was that, Echo, the clothes, you know what I'm
Right, right.
saying? They had music on them tapes already. Um, they was Z was doing Blaze battles back then. That's on YouTube. You could pull that up, the Blaze battles that he was doing. But to answer your question, at that time, Jersey Hop underground wise was on fire. Like it was groups coming out every. You had Lil Seven with Hardware, How's the Ripper. Um, I mean, amazing groups, yo. Runting Rascals, Diz and them from East Orange, Tame One and Artifacts. A lot of people came and rocked with us in the desert. It was a lot of groups up and coming, people that was out already, people that was underground. But to answer your question, yo, it was on fire. The '90s was crazy for Jersey.
I want to ask you this because too many people focus on the mainstream. Jersey had a mainstream presence that was like no other though. My favorite hip hop group out of Jersey is the Artifacts. And the reason why I was big into comic books and I like graffiti. So
Right, right.
they brought that element to hip hop in a way where I was like, damn, that's dope. Like I see that. You know what I'm saying?
Boom Squad.
Shout out to Boom Squad.
Yes.
Then, we had Lords of the Underground. If you wasn't a Lords fan, you was considered corny by so many people because that was big, especially when I used to go to school right on MLK. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? And the
right.
laundromat that was down there too. So,
Yes.
everybody used to be like, yo, he freestyling the laundromat. That was when I was young. When that video for Chief Rocker came out, couldn't say nothing. The city was on fire, right?
Absolutely.
But Lakim Shabazz and Latifah, all of them were already out. Not to mention Naughty. Like I said, I could go through so many groups, right?
Right.
It seemed like the Outs, Brick Mob, Desert Set. I don't know too much about the Orphans, but it seemed like they came after that wave when people got in the industry. Is that accurate or am I wrong?
That's pretty much accurate. Our crew, um, yeah. I mean, even like Chill Rock, the original Flavor Unit. Remember, it was the Flavor Unit, and then it was the original Flavor Unit with
Mhm.
Lakim Shabazz, King Son, and all these other people, right? But
Mhm.
to answer your question, that is really accurate. We were trying to come out at a time where Jersey was on fire. Um, our peers were doing things like my first rap partner. I moved to a new community. My partner was Mr. Cream. You should get Mr. Cream up on the show too. Mr. Cream he down with Gilla House, right? So Mr. Cream's cousin, of course, is Redman, Reggie Noble, right? So then you got Red was a part of a crew before the EPMD situation. Like Red was messing with Do It All. He's messing with Brick Mob, Diesel Don and Governor. Like all of that stuff was all connected. The Lords connected to Brick Mob and Diesel Don and all of them. But it is pretty much accurate. Your question, how you asked the question, is pretty accurate. Around that time, our peers was everybody was taming them. Even I think they had got a deal. The Artifacts had got a deal, or they was like on the underground. Um, you could talk about Twin Hype. Twin Hype was like a club like hip hop house
Mhm.
type of thing was going on. So they was out. Like all of our peers, people who we knew, you know what I'm saying? Even the outs, like the Outs was already bubbling into a situation. I think even before Columbia, I could be wrong, but even before Columbia, they was bubbling into different situations. They were doing freestyle tapes, and you can't forget too, like Stretch and Barbito had a live show right there in New York. Mad Jersey niggas was going over to Stretch and Barbito. That's on YouTube too, especially Brick Mob. Brick Mob, Tame One, Elder Sensei, um, Gov, Diesel Don, Rosalind Noble. You know what I'm saying? Like the underground New York scene, the college radio shit, we was all over it. Like Jersey was all over that shit, yo. We was all over. So to answer your question, yes, that's pretty accurate. Pretty accurate.
When I was in college, right? Because I'm gonna skip around a little bit. Because I was going from young man to college era, high school also. Shout out to my man Simply Put. We were like the big hip hop heads back in our class, right? So any new albums came out, we would go to Crazy Rhythm on Bloomfield Avenue in Montclair, and we was getting all the music we could get, right? So I remember when the Ultimate dropped, we was like blown because it was like, and I remember the skit from Future Flavors, Angie Martinez, and she's like, we're gonna try the Artifacts, and the girl's like, yo, those are my niggas from downtown Newark. Downtown Newark was like the hub of hip hop in Essex County for about 5 to 7 years. And if you know what I know, you know that arcade down there, the downtown, was official, and the cops even knew because they would try to run in every Tuesday and Thursday to try to hit somebody.
Infamous.
Tell me about the arcade battles and how those groups, the underground, like whether you underground, the mainstream. Tell me about the battles at the arcade and what that meant to Brick City hip hop.
The arcade was the meeting ground for niggas. The arcade was the spot where, first of all, the trees was down there. You know what I'm saying? And that's where there's trees, there's MCs. You know what I'm saying? So that was already like, that was the thing. The arcade was a spot I didn't go that much, but when I did, I always went with my crew. It was always desert a situation. I tell you a funny story, and they could vouch for me too. If Stash, you listening, Chaos, you listening, Fatigue, you listening, yo, we did a show at what you know now as QXTs, right?
Okay,
before it was QXTs, it was a club called The Cave, I believe. I think it was called like The Cave. It was still like kind of like gothic, whatever, right? So, yo, they could vouch for me. We did a show down there, yo. We did a show down there one time, and yo, we almost got into it with the fucking what's the name of them? Oh my God, Tupac's Jersey niggas, Tupac Jersey niggas.
The Outlaws.
The Outlaws, but they was called something different before they was the Outlaws. They was called the Plague, right? They was some
Plague,
right?
I know that name. Okay.
Yo, when I tell you we did a showdown at the cave, there was some type of there was a situation because it was so many of them and it was so many of us that we had to cut our performance time in half. Desert was always deep. We was always 10, 15 deep. And we had a song probably with about 7 niggas on it. Like 6 or 7 of us was on this one song. It was the song we was known for. And the Plague, Fatal, Idi Amin, all of them was down there. And when I tell you that they went on before us and they did a song that kind of went into our time. They were supposed to be up there for like 3 or 4 minutes or whatever. Them niggas was up there for like 5, 6 minutes, right? 5, 6 minutes, 7 minutes, right? Yo, when we got up there, the promoter of the show was like, yo, like we had to cut y'all time. We got to go. Y'all niggas got like 3 minutes. We like 3 minutes. Yo, when I tell you, them dudes stood in the front row. We was on stage. They was in the front row trying to start some shit. They was like pulling out mics. Niggas was ice grilling and all type of shit. Like it was totally weird. It would not have been good if shit would have popped off down there because we was deep. We had everybody from New Community all in the back. New Community was like flooded in there, right? So that leads me to the arcade. I think maybe like a week or 2 later, my brother Fatigue, shout out to my brother Fatigue, and I think even Chaos was with him too, because Chaos knew them. He knew Fatal, right? Yo, it didn't. it was a conversation that happened at the arcade about, yo, what was up with that shit, at the spot, whatever. And shit got pieced up. But it happened right there at the arcade. Fatigue was like the Eleazar. Like he was the bridge between that shit. Cause I didn't even know who they was. I did not know who they was until later, until them niggas got signed to Pac and they changed their name to the Outlaws. Like, yo, that's the niggas that we was about to fight down at the fucking at the joint. But to answer your question, the arcade was a mecca. The arcade was like, yo, if you looked at Rhymes and Reasons, there's a movie called Rhymes and Reasons. Governor is walking like they got a shot right there in front of the arcade with Brickmall with Gov and Diesel Dawn coming right there. So that lets you know right there. But yes, the arcade was a spot where MCs came to get some trees and MCs came to cipher. We call it ciphering back in the day. We ciphered at the arcade. We ciphered outside the arcade. We ciphered inside the arcade. Yes, most definitely.
I remember being younger, and my favorite fighting game of all time is King of Fighters. Like King of Fighters is my joint. And I remember King of Fighters was in the front, and all the smoke was in the back. And if you went to the back, that's where everybody was around them pool tables, and that's where everybody went in. You know what I'm saying?
Word up.
Why do you think? Why do you think it's important for us to keep retelling these stories when nowadays MCs don't even cipher no more? They just rhyme and pass mics and they just go home.
You know what? I think personally, the thing is that we got to keep these stories going because people only know the surface Jersey shit. They know Redman, they know Queen Latifah, they know the Fugees, they know Lauryn Hill, they know Lords of the Underground, right? But the reason why we have to keep shit important and keep these stories going because there's accurate, just amazing shit with amazing groups that was coming out at that time. It's a history behind this shit. It's a history of Jersey hop. The essence of Jersey hop came from places like the arcade and maybe Club Little Shills, maybe Sensations. There's stories about Sensations. There's stories like, yo, the Zoo Crew fought fucking Wu-Tang at Essex County College. Yeah, you know what I mean?
I remember that.
We have to keep our shit bubbling because, like right now, like, you was telling me, we was talking about homeboy from Texas, talking about, Jersey's bitter or
the
whatever.
Evolve. Yeah, you're talking about the Evolve.
And my thing is like this: he don't know what the fuck he talking about because he's from where he's from. He couldn't like you. You cannot deny shit, bro. You can't deny nothing if you grew up here in the 90s. If you came out and was on any type of rap shit, if you was on any type of hip hop shit from the 90s, bro, and you was active and you was going to shows, you was going to cookouts, you was rapping at fucking Boiling Pool, you was rapping at JFK, you was at different high schools and shit. You cannot deny like this fucking essence to us and what we do with Jersey hop. You can't deny it. So that's why we got to keep the stories alive. I wish there could be a dope ass documentary that could be done to show all of the other than the regulars, Reggie, Queen Latifah, the Fugees, Lauryn Hill. I wish that there was just like a documentary that could really explain, you know what I'm saying, like the essence of Jersey hop. Because it's rich. First of all, Newark is a rich place anyway. Like not just with hip hop. Come on, bro. Sarah Vaughan, Savion Glover, Whitney Houston, James Moody. I mean, like it was already rich. Hip hop just enhanced the richness of Jersey. Hip hop was a next level because it was a jazz thing here in the city in the 80s, 70s. It was a jazz thing and the house music. You know what I'm saying? For anybody to deny us, anybody to say any type of crazy shit like we bitter, whatever, nigga, you mentally ill. You don't know. You have no idea. I'm not gonna disrespect homeboy. What I'm saying is like you shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about. We rich over here. We have a rich culture over here. We take pride in our Jersey shit over here. We take pride in the MCs that are birthed from this place and everything. So yeah, that's the best way I can answer that one, bro.
Yeah, I mean, even coming from that perspective of the richness, that's why Heritage Hip Hop is here, because the documentary will be done, whether it's by me or somebody else. But this platform is giving the roses to the people who need to be heard.
Even with y'all, like I appreciate y'all so much, yo. It's like because you are one of the platforms that keeps these stories going, and I even took the magnifying glass and put it on the stories. You know what I'm saying? That
Mm-hmm.
I give you respect and love just for that alone. Like you pulling different people, you know, peace out to Weirdo. You know what I'm saying? Like you giving us a voice. You know what I'm saying? You helping keep shit going by these stories and you know because as with this thing with with Marshall, because you know it's coming back more. You know what I'm saying? It's
Mm-hmm.
coming back more. You got brothers coming to you like, yo, go talk to this one, go talk to that one. Shout out to Maxul, Brick Mob. That's my big homie right there. You know what I'm saying? Like thank you, bro, for your platform and for what you do for Jersey Hop and what you do for hip hop. Period. Because you don't even keep it. You don't just keep it Jersey. You keep it MCs. You keep dope
Mm-hmm.
MCs going. You know what I'm saying? You keep stories going. So we appreciate you, bro.
Well, may the Most High get the graciousness. I'm just doing the job. You know what I'm saying? And I
Amen.
and I'm gonna ask you something. Let's put the camera where it needs to be. Who's Desert Set and what did they represent?
Oh my God. Oh man. Desert set. Desert stands for deadly elevated styles erupted by rough temperatures.
Wow.
And desert kids are recudentious, right? All I know is that we were just we from new community, right? What
Mm-hmm.
no now nowadays new communities probably I heard new community was like the number one probably worst spot in Newark and shit. They was on the news for all types of shit. But back in the day, new community, we wasn't really like you heard about Prince Street, you heard about
Mm-hmm.
Howard Street, you heard about Hill Manor, you heard about all these things. But we came up in a small community, and my brothers that I joined with, like Fatigue, I went to Central Fatigue. Fatigue was always spitting. My brother Mutakum. My brother Mutakum always been dope. Since we was in Newton Street School. My brother Dreadful, Kelvin, dope ass poet until an MC. Dreadful used to take pictures, as a matter of fact. Chaos is the wild man out the crew. Chaos is the gun toter. Chaos is from 16th Ave and Stick and Stab. You know, Chaos is related to Tretch. That's Tretch's cousin. My cousin Diang. My cousin Diang is from upstate New York. We call him D Anger. D used to come from the Bronx, which is a whole nother. We have a whole nother little partial Desert Set family from over there. The Bronx used to come to North. We got together, bro, and it was like just like the outs. We all sound different, but we had a vibe that everybody knew it was desert. You know, we were just young, energetic, raw, talented as dudes. Samad, I can't forget my brother Stash. Stash, yo, I love you. Stash was always a wordsmith. You know, Stash was always a wordsmith and nice with the pen. Stash was kind of like the Nas out the crew. You
Okay.
know, me, I've always been I got introduced to the funk shit by my ex-partner, and Mr. Cream was part of the Desert too at one point in time. He's still Desert. Marky, what up, Marky? Mr. His name is Marky. Um, when I first moved to Newark and I met these dudes, we didn't even know that we was dope together. I guess that toting trees and just spitting coming from your head, and one day like we was all together one day, and then it just happened, bro. It just happened. But we was representatives from new community, but everybody in the crew was always cool or connected to other people. Like Fatigue knew Tame in them. Tame one in the artifacts used to come to new community to spit with us. You know, the outs. Fatigue knew the outs. You know, Mutaka and them, they knew some of the outs. The outs used to come. Ask as is about the story about how them niggas came down to new community in a U-Haul truck. They came down in the bro. They came down in the U-Haul truck when we first like started ciphering. I wouldn't call it battle. We ciphered with everybody too. Desert was known for walking and ciphering with all the other MCs around Essex County. Push Buttons, shout out to my brother Push Buttons. Push Buttons was in the group back then. I'm gonna keep it all the way funky with you, Mr. Grumpy. I kind of got upset with him, but I don't hate him. I love him. It's my brother, but he came from Desert. Okay, Grumpy came from Desert. I got a picture on my page. My brother's we got the picture. We got receipts. Like he came from Desert Set. You know, he wasn't rapping until he started fucking with us in new community because both of us was dancers. I met Grumpy. I used to be in a high school fraternity, G5G. Then I went to DOP, Delta Omega Psi. So we used to step, and then he got on some hip hop shit when he moved around new community. But even him, he'll tell you the truth. He comes from Desert Set, bro. And I don't want to be all over the place, but it was just us coming together, realizing this force we had, and then pulled other people to us. But acts as is about him driving the fucking U-Haul truck down to the desert. And when they pulled up in the desert and he opened the back fucking door and all these niggas just came out the truck sight with, with blunts, weed and everything. I met Slang Tongue at Essex County College like in 95 by way of Fatigue. Once again, shout out to my brother Fatigue. Fatigue introduced me to Slang. He was the coolest motherfucker that you could ever want to meet. And he could spit on sight, like off the top of the head, not messing up at all. I forgot how to effortlessly, yo. Slang was a motherfucking monster. Slang Tongue was the first person to let me hear Our Year, KRS-One song Our Year. Let me not be all over the place, but that's who Desert was. We were just a group of kids that came from New Community and other places, because like I said, it was from Chaos was from 16th Ave. Chaos was doing his thing. My cousin D and them was from the Bronx and then eventually moved upstate. We started fucking with niggas upstate. We had started a little crew up there called the Ninjas. Well, we didn't start the Ninjas. There was already a crew called Ninjas that we used to rock with. But my cousin was part of Desert. My little cousin, Corey, they started a group called Ambiguous, but they all came through us. And after that run, like that's how we know Saigon. Saigon is connected to us in an ill type of way because him and Kay got a dope ass relationship. When Saigon came, we was recording upstate New York in Spring Valley. And when we stopped recording, Saigon had just came home. He had just came home and like it was just full speed ahead with him. And then we started like everybody kind of like separated and went their own way. But to answer your question, just a bunch of raw dope ass niggas from New Community, bro, that grew up together, that came together. We created a vibe, a bond with each other to this day. You know what I'm saying? I just got off the phone with Stash earlier. We gonna link up this weekend just because of this shit. Like this thing has just made everything connect and made everybody kind of like reach out back to each other. But I don't want to be long-winded, but yeah, that's who Desert Set is, and that's what it was. I probably got my brothers probably could expand on some of it, but we definitely cipher with a lot of niggas, bro. The outs is definitely our brothers. They always been dope. They always been official. Rod Digger was in a group called Twice the Flavor. They used to come down to the hood. They used to come down to the community and cipher with us, before the flip mode situation. I could go on, bro. Like so many of the Nigets, the nasty Nigets, our sisters, they were like the female Desert Set, I so to speak. They was like 5 deep, 5, 6 deep, all females that will tear nigga ass. You know what I mean? That's the nasty Nigets. They wound up getting signed to Brick Mob. We were supposed to get signed to Brick Mob. It's kind of weird because like I wanted to sign to Brick Mob. Sig Knot bought the contract to my grandmother's house, but like I guess like as a solo artist, I don't think everybody was excited as much as me to fuck with Gov and to fuck with Sig and the whole Brick Mob thing. But they had love for us. We was their little brothers. Gov shouted us out like twice in a. There's a song I remember when we used to play shoot 'em up, but Gov shouted us out on that song. But yeah, man, Chaos told me to mention the situation with the Fugees, right? So this is a true story, right?
Okay.
We were supposed to be on Cowboys, right? Desert Set was supposed to do Cowboys with the Fugees. Right. The manager at the time, I believe his name was Hawaii. If I'm right or wrong, his name was Hawaii. He was the manager for the Fugees, right? I'm telling you, we used to be buzzing. A lot of niggas used to come check us in New Community to cipher and to spit. So the story is, and you could get the story too from Fatigue and from Chaos. Like he came down to check us out so we could be on Cowboys. But real talk, yo, me and my brothers, yo, we used to argue like fucking cat. Yo, we used to argue all the fucking time with our group. I believe that's probably we never really popped because we wasn't ready. We was just raw dope motherfuckers. We ain't had no management. You know what I'm saying? Some of the local hustlers from around the way put money up so we could go in the studio and record. Shout out to Charlie Brown. Shout out to Zoc. You know, my brother Nasif, love you, Sif. Um, Different dudes had different hustlers from around the community had gave us money or put us in the studio rather to record. We recorded at Inglewood Studio. Dave Kowalski, Naughty by Nature did. I guess Naughty by Nature did OPP there when Stretch was like, Dave, drop a load on him. That was Dave Kowalski. We recorded there. We recorded at the Cool in the Gang spot over there in Inglewood. We recorded up East Orange. I forgot the name of that studio, but we were supposed to do the Cowboys, but I guess Hawaii was like, y'all niggas is not ready. Because I think we even argued in front of him. I think we even probably had an argument in front of him and shit. And then that situation wound up going to the outs. You know, but shout out to my outsider brothers. But yes, we were supposed to do the cowboy joint with the Fugees, and we couldn't. We just couldn't stop fucking fighting all the time.
Well,
You know,
everybody out there that's watching, thank you for joining us. I'm with Sonsu, aka Buda Monk of Desert Set, talking New Jersey hip hop history, especially from North New Jersey to the outside. Please like, share, subscribe, and let's make this. Let's run them numbers up. Let's make it big because Jersey hip hop history has a right to be documented, and we have a right to tell our story. You know what I'm saying?
absolutely.
Let me ask you this: from your experience being a rapper, spitter, MC in the hip hop community within Brick City, did you notice all the outsiders coming to not the group, the people from outside of the state? Did you notice all of them coming to the bricks trying to get better or test their rhyme skills in the bricks? And who did you see them go against?
Mm, um, I don't. I'm gonna be honest with you. I probably did see shit. You know what I'm saying? But what I could remember when I was a youngin, what I could remember was I remember Runt Dog battle DMX
Mm-hmm.
back in the day.
Talk
You
about
know
it.
that's a legendary some shit that happened that don't nobody really know about. Runt to tell you, Runt battled DMX and he chewed DMX, but you won't hear that story because X ain't gonna talk about that shit. Um, you know, as far like rocking, I don't know, man. Like the way I feel like a lot of niggas was mocking us. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of groups was mocking the Jersey sound with the Carhartts. You know, remember how Tretch and them used to do that thing? Like leaders in the new school used to do it too. They used to do that little pump. That came from Jersey, bro. That was Redman and them, on that vibe. That was Brick Mob and them on that. Um, I know a lot of rappers kind of got beat up the fuck up. I'm not being funny. This is all facts. Like a lot of rappers came over here and got in some shit and probably didn't go home the same way they came. You know what I'm saying? A lot of at one point in time, you couldn't come to Jersey. You couldn't come to Newark on some dumb shit. No disrespect to Mr. Cheeks, but yo, the Lost Boys got touched up at Sir Richie's by some niggas who I know, but it was Grafton Avenue niggas. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to my nigga Dougie. The Zoo Crew got into it with Wu Tang at Essex County College, like I said. There was different rappers that came down to Sensations and got in some shit with different niggas. Yo, the only niggas that really probably never really got fucked with that came to Newark, it was like KRS-One, it was like Big Daddy Kane, definitely Rakim. Rakim never had, like Rakim, you know what I mean? But I just know that the swag of us back then in the 90s, I peeped a lot of niggas was the swag. You know what I'm saying? We always sound different from New York. I've said that plenty of times back in the day that if anything, it should probably be like a New York versus Jersey type of shit. But yo, I not too many. I can't put my finger on too many, but I do know that Marshall definitely got his shit from the outs. I know that for fact. That's just facts. That's just facts. Marshall got his shit from As Is and Slang. When I think about it, because Slang and As got the same type of cadence and flow and metaphoric, lyrical shit. You know, Different from Z and Pace. Everybody's in their own pocket in their own lane. But if I was to compare any two of the outs, it would be As and Slang had the same kind of like wild man bars and shit that was just incredible. So Marshall did get his shit from them niggas. Yeah.
So let me get your translation. What's the difference between being influenced and stealing? Because some people say Eminem stole Slang Ton style. And one person said the whole Slim Shady was Slang Ton style. And he started changing that up after the Eminem show. He kind of dropped it because he got pressed on it in the press by people saying he bit somebody else. Do you feel that way? And what is the difference between influence and stealing?
Stealing is jacking somebody's shit and not paying homage, right? Influence is something that you pay homage. You paid homage to a nigga. Like a lot of people used to tell me I sound like Red or whatever because of the funk shit, but it wasn't Red Man. It was Govmatic and Brick Mob, Wayne Danger and Runt and all of them. I was influenced by them. I didn't steal shit from my forefathers to spit, but I was influenced by them because you can hear the way I spit or whatever. So to answer your question, and I used to be on the same shit. I said that, I used to say that, but it was out of anger. Cause niggas, Jersey has a way of making you feel we sometimes we used to we overprotect our niggas over here. We overprotect them. You know what I'm saying? We overprotect niggas like the outs and the lords and these different groups. So I'm gonna change my stance on it. My supposition is that I do feel that Eminem was influenced by my brothers. I'm not gonna say that he stole shit because he did change his shit up. Like the first Eminem album, definitely outsiders, definitely slang and as is and the outs, definitely, right? Um, but if you peep him like as he got evolved into his shit or whatever, even after the Slim Shady shit, he did kind of change up his whole thing a little bit. But to answer your question, like I don't think that it's a thing of stealing is just some blatant disrespectful shit.
Right.
Stealing is some blatant disrespectful. Um, like you heard about K Solo and DMX. K Solo said that DMX straight stole the shit. I believe K Solo. Like I believe a nigga like K Solo. Yeah, like that. I met K Solo. He wouldn't have no reason to lie about that shit. And that shit was on some prison shit with what they went through. You know what I mean? But it's a fine line between stealing and influence. I used to say it too. I used to say that it was one point in time I felt like Redman sound like Diesel Don. With the swag of Gov and Runt in them. But it was just that they had the same, they sound, their voice, how they projected was kind of like the same. But as I got older, I'm not going to say Red stole Runt style or Gov style, but he might have been influenced. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? I believe Red was influenced by the early Reggie No, like the early Redman shit. I would say that he was influenced. He ain't steal shit from them. I say he was influenced by them. You know what I mean? But you're right, bro. Like there's definitely a fine line between stealing and being influenced by a motherfucker. But as far as in them and what they're going through with this whole Eminem thing, it's like I kind of it's a little sad to see my other brothers like go at it with each other over homeboy, but at the same time, them niggas is they back, they niggas is knowing about the outs again because of it. You know what I'm saying? Because of everything that's going on, they niggas is reintroduced to the outsiders again. But I'm careful how I say shit now that I'm older. But when I was younger, I used to say the same shit. I was one of them niggas. I said, yo, yeah, Eminem stole his style from my brother, slang tongue. He stole it, whatever. But you could be influenced by niggas. You know what I'm saying? You could definitely be influenced by some other spitters that you feel is you know, that you look up to, I guess. You know what I'm saying? I guess that's the proper terminology. You know what I mean?
Well, I want to give a shout out to Orthodox Jersey in the building. Showing to check in, and Axel J Foley's in here. Shout out to y'all in the chat on YouTube. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Make sure you share because we want to get this up because Jersey hip hop story is not really being told the way it needs to be told. And if it wasn't for As Is going the route he did, a lot of us wouldn't even have these conversations right now. So influence and stealing is something that I think always gets belittled when it comes to Jersey, because to hear somebody from outside of the state say people from the state is bitter, or that is that how old people talk and things like that, it was really disrespectful. And I love that Max Sewell came on the platform. Thank you. And
Thank you, thank you,
he
brother.
and he said his piece. So I mean, I didn't want to keep you too long. It's almost been an hour as it is now, but I want to ask you this. I want to ask you this. If you had to put it together, who was the nastiest crew that ever came out the bricks and why?
Shit, man, damn. The nastiest niggas, like bar wise, like bars.
What crew? Not solo MCs. What crew
What
came out of Newark?
crew?
That was the
Crew.
yeah.
As far as
Everything. Bars, presentation, got the city behind them, made noise, all that. Who was the nastiest crew that came out of Newark in your opinion?
yo, real talk. Besides us, besides Desert, I gotta say the outs, yo. I got to say the fucking outs, yo. The outs had they had the perfect fucking pack. I would say Lords of the Underground, but you know, Turk and Do is just a two-man team. You know what I'm saying? Um, the outs, bro. Gotta say it's the outs, yo. There's a lot of dope official ass solo niggas, but as far as like a crew, like you said, it's the outsiders, man. They got everything. They had everything. They got bars. They got metaphors. They exciting on stage. They got a stage presence. Beats. Their production was always fucking crazy, especially when Gov produced some shit for the outs. Um, yeah, man. I gotta be honest. I gotta keep. I'm an old school nigga. I'm gonna keep it funky, yo. Is for my. I'm 45 years old, bro, and the outsiders is like my top guys. You know, as far as a crew, you know, a crew. You know, like yes, it's the outs, yo. You know, you some Zoo Crew. I never like Zoo Crew had different rappers, but the Zoo Crew bars was more like the hustle shit. It was more like hustling. You know, hustle hip hop. You know, drug dealer rap shit. You know, but it's definitely the outsiders. No, shout out to the Zoo Crew. Shout out to Black. Shout out to 050. You know what I'm saying? 050, that's 050 origin right there, the Zoo Crew. Um, but yes, bro, it's the outs, yo. I can't think of nobody else. Like it's definitely the outsiders, bro.
Let me ask you this: with so many MCs that came out of Newark, who do you think we're missing that we haven't talked to, or who may have passed away that I think we need to focus on as well?
Oh, you gotta reach out to Radio 973. You gotta talk to Radio 973. That's my brother. Radio Gov did a few joints with Radio. Fatigue, you gotta get Fatigue up on there. You gotta get Chaos, even the Druid up there, because Chaos is still working. A lot of us is not really too active. I'm doing more like production and producing events and shit like that. And DJing. DJing is my first love. Um, who else can I say, bro? Uh, I wish you could find Ace. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Ace. Ace from Arts High. Forgot Ace's whole name, but it's a cat named Ace from back in the day. Ace was in Word Up magazine and all type of shit. Ace One. I think he named called Ace One. Um, who else? You got Double O. Um, shit, man. Swan Stigger. You probably need to get Swan Stigger, the Lost Tribe. Freaka. Freaka. I'm gonna send you these dudes' links too, because that's original Brick Mob, yo. Uncle Freak and them. They Lost Tribe, like it was Brick Mob, Lost Tribe, and it was like some other stuff they had going on. Maybe Sabi. You need to get Sabi up there from Lords of the Underground. Sabi was the only female down with Lords of the Underground. Her name is Sabi. As far as like females, maybe Ty Phoenix. I don't know if you ever had Ty Phoenix before. Ty Phoenix is definitely another one. Um, yeah, that's all that's all I got right now. I'm probably gonna get yelled at because I'm forgetting some people. But Chill Rob G, you should get Chill Rob G up there, bro. I don't see why Chill Rob G wouldn't do heritage hip hop.
I've tried
Definitely.
many times. So if anybody can help me out there to bring some of your favorite MCs on the platform, please do so, because I want them on here. I want everybody to have a fair share to tell their story. And yes, Ty Phoenix is on. She got the Project of the Year award last year for her
Okay.
album, and she's on the podcast.
Okay. That's pretty much who I got right now. You got O 50. You got O 50 before.
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, like that's all I have personally right now. Running Rascals, if you could, fam fam from East Orange, maybe get him up there. Fam, I know he got some stories. And Diesel, I don't know if Diesel, I think Diesel locked up. I'm not sure, but definitely fam from Running Rascals up there. Represent with Naughty in them. Um, you know what? You asked the question. I want to say something too. I want to say some shit, right? So, did I ever peep how any other rappers from other cities, other states came and kind of got influenced or bit or whatever? Yo, the youngsters, Cruise Pop, that was all Tretch. Tretch wrote for them dudes. If you listen to that's Tretch all day. That whole song, Cruise Pop. Tretch probably wrote the whole fucking song. You know what I'm saying? But definitely them. I remember them niggas. So I was like, yo, I don't know. They might even have been signed to KG or some shit. I don't know. But they sound just like little naughty. Definitely. And maybe even Morley G, right? Illegal, right? There was a group called Illegal with Morley G. Malik is from Jersey. The dark skinned cat, he's from Jersey. He's from North, right? Maybe if you could reach out to him, I don't know what he's doing nowadays, but
Illegal got back together. They actually dropping a project soon.
that's crazy. You got to try to get with them. Morley G, Morley, because his ties with Def Squad and with Reggie and them, you know what I mean? I'll do Morley always he dope, but I believe he was influenced by some Jersey niggas. I really do. Morley probably ain't gonna be honest about that shit, but he was influenced by some Jersey niggas. But yeah, that's all I got right now, yo. That's all I got right now. I appreciate you, bro.
No doubt. Before we get out of here, I want to thank everybody for watching Heritage Hip Hop Live on YouTube. We do this every now and then where I want to start bringing more Jersey legends. Not only you have done an interview on Heritage Hip Hop before, that's great, but I want to bring more of our legends on so that our stories can be told and the legends can be documented. Because if we don't tell our stories, nobody's going to tell our stories the correct way.
Absolutely.
So here's something I want to ask you. This is the last question I'm gonna ask of this interview.
Yes, sir.
So you know what? Before we do that, give everybody your social media and how they could check you out and see what you got going on.
All right, so y'all could catch me. You can follow me on Sonsu75 on my IG. That is SONSU, the number 75. I am Sunsu Monk on Facebook. That is SONSUMUNK on Facebook. And that's really what I got right now. I'm working on my new LinkedIn right now. And you could I'm a part of God is Great Apparel up in Livingston Mall with my sister. I am Lunic. She's on Instagram. She's on Facebook. Check out our apparel, some positive spiritual apparel. And that's pretty much it. Funk You Cafe. You could check us out on Instagram. We have a page called Funk You Cafe. That is our podcast that we trying to work on with my brother Kurt Nice and my brother Shayu. Um, and like that's it right now. That's all I got right now.
And salute to you for spinning at the festivals down up in North.
Thank you.
You know,
Thank you, Lincoln Park, for the opportunity. Anthony Smith and you know the origin of Lincoln Park Music Festival. They kept me working. Help me stay out of trouble. Help me keep my little DJ and shit active. So shout out to Lincoln Park. Thank you.
all right. So we always ask who's the best out of hip hop when it comes to like destinations. I've heard a bunch of rappers on Rap City, Video Music Box, and Pump It Up. Shout out to Sister D Barnes.
Wow.
I've heard people say that there's only two areas you got to go through the challenge to get your bars up. That's Brick City, New Jersey, and the Bay. So those are the two areas where people rap and they'll tear your heads off lyrically, right?
Absolutely.
But I think, in my opinion, as much as I love Jersey, I think Brooklyn is the number one spot in hip hop. And I'm gonna tell you
You know
why.
what? Absolutely.
Say it.
No, I agree. I agree with you. I agree that Brooklyn is definitely they run neck and neck with us. If you ask me, like Brooklyn runs neck and neck with us.
I would say this. I think Brooklyn wins it by a hair And the reason why I give it to Brooklyn is because Brooklyn did the one thing no other place in hip hop has ever done. Brooklyn made a group out of their MCs to promote their own borough. Who has made a group like the Crooklyn Dodgers ever in hip hop?
As far as like some Jersey shit,
Nobody's ever done it but Brooklyn.
yeah, you right.
There's no a group called The Bay with 3 rappers and and they're not the same people every time.
Yeah,
There's no group called ATL or SWATs with it's different rappers from the same area doing a song.
absolutely.
So my question is, if New Jersey, not just the bricks, because I want to get South Jersey in here too, because South Jersey's always invited. In your opinion,
Mm.
if there was a Crooklyn Dodgers that represented New Jersey, who would your 3 be and who would do the beat for the song?
Shit, man. Oh my god. My top three Crooklyn, well, Brick City Dodgers. It would have to be Redman. Okay. It would definitely have to be Redman. It would have to be um shit, Karev. You got me with this, bro. Redman is definitely one. I would go as far as to say Lauren as representing the females. Or no, hold up. Let me stop. I'm no disrespect to Lauren, but Rod Digger. It would be Redman, Rod Digger. Okay. And I would throw shit, man. I would have to say, oh my God, yo, I don't want to leave nobody out. I don't want to disrespect nobody. Redman, Rod Digger, and shit. I don't know, yo. Like
None of the new guys. We got names
oh,
thrown on the chat.
well,
None of the new guys.
okay, I fucked up. So Samar Savage, I stay repping Samar Savage, bro. I will put Samar Savage, Redman, and Rod Digger. You know,
That'll be interesting.
my personal three man shit. Yeah, why not?
That would be interesting.
Why not? He represent the young, Digger represent the females, and Red represent us, like the older, still got it ass rap niggas. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And
There
see,
you go.
that's why I say Brooklyn wins, because you know what? They didn't do it with Big Daddy Kane, Biggie, and Jay-Z. They did it with Buckshot, Master Ace, and Special Ed. Then again with Chubb Rock, OC, and J. Rule. And those are not top tier MCs that you think about off the bat,
Word
but you
up.
got them there. Oh, who would produce the track, by the way? Who's doing the beat?
Shit, man, like this. I'm boom bap, right? So I'm old school boom bap cat. It would have to be. I mean, I would say number nine, yo. Number nine. Either number nine or push buttons, maybe. You
Mm,
know, but
okay.
Samar Savage is a producer too. Samar Savage
Facts.
is a producer too. So yeah, you got me stuck with that one, Rev. It would either have to be number nine or push buttons or Samar Savage to produce. I can't pick one. I feel bad. I can't pick one, yo. I can't pick one.
Well, you can't go wrong when you pick Jersey MCs, because if we ever get over the hump of wanting to be New York and just be Jersey and take care of our own, we would show everybody not only our value, but how valuable we are to them as well. So,
Absolutely.
to everybody out there that's watching Heritage Hip Hop live on YouTube tonight, thank you for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, and share to Heritage Hip Hop on all social media. They're changing the algorithms now. So on Facebook, you have to like, and on Instagram, you got to save and share now, because guess what, everybody? Instagram's about to monetize. So if you're on there, you're going to be able to monetize your post now. Yeah,
Mm,
we do the research over here. So
wow.
make sure y'all got y'all stuff in order, but you save and share on Instagram, but you like and share from YouTube. You know what I'm saying? If you want to support Heritage Hip Hop, please, we got merch. Go to storefrontier.com/heritage hip hop. You go get you some stuff there. You want to support my brother right here, make sure you go to God is Good Apparel at Livingston Mall on the bottom floor next to Spencer's, I think it is.
Right, of course, suspense. Of course, suspense.
And you'll see a beautiful lady who took a beautiful idea and elevated it into God's graces, through God's graces, I should say. So salute on support Jersey. And our final thing we're gonna say is, hey man, Jersey hip hop is the best hip hop in the game, and we're gonna keep it there and remember our elders and support our youngers by building that legacy and giving it to the people the only the way we can give it. It has raw hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely,
So that
absolutely.
so everybody out there with my brother Sonsu, aka Buda Monk of Desert Set. Salute.
Yo, you
Desert
already
Set.
know.
What is it? Desert Set catch wreck.
There's a set catch right, put him dead on his ass.
And
Yeah.
Crowd Heritage Hip Hop. And we say peace. And
Peace.
we out.
Hey, Rev, let me just give a can I give a shout out to listen, I don't want to forget my brothers Arsenal, the battle rap sector of Jersey, Arsenal,
Shotgun
Shug,
Shug.
Shug, um, Sue Surf. I
Surf.
love the brothers. Yo, like that's a whole nother sector right there. But you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I want to give a shout out to them brothers right there too, coming out from Jersey, yo.
All right. Jersey be here.
All
Peace.
right, brother. Peace, man.